different tasks very well. A computer mind that improves, learns, and thinks like a human.
In a world of technology and data, a world facing countless complex problems, where data is in abundance but solutions are not. In this complex landscape of technology and data, these challenges cast dark shadows that obscure the path forward. It is natural to feel lost. That's where we come in. We will guide you through the darkness and use AI to light up the path forward. Epoch competes in international AI competitions that contribute to solving major issues facing humanity. As we compete, we start off conducting research, completely analyzing the problem and the relevant data. We devise a strategy and timeline that serve as a handle throughout our competition. We design pipelines to extract value from data and implement revolutionary models. As our machines learn, we learn with them. More about our world and the data that represents it. After training our models, we compete against the world. Our models leading us to sustainable solutions and eventually to glory.
ChatGPT, could you suggest 2 opening words for a presentation that highlights the accomplishments of an artificial intelligence dream team so far? All right, I guess. Well then, welcome everyone. Welcome to Epoch, our story. First of all, let me ask you a question. So please raise your hand if you ever used ChatGPT. All right, quite some hands. But now, let me ask you a second question. Please raise your hand if you know exactly how to use ChatGPT and how it works. A lot less hands now. All right, let me explain. ChatGPT is an application of AI which has gained immense popularity since its public launch. A chatbot which is designed to converse with real people. All possible by integrating multiple complex AI techniques into one single model. But AI techniques, models, maybe let's start with the most important question. What is AI? The ability of a digital computer to perform tasks commonly associated with intelligent beings. ChatGPT is actually a perfect example about how AI is involved in society. You have many proponents, but on the other hand, there are many more opponents. Take, for example, teachers. How do teachers know that the student wrote the paper instead of just using ChatGPT? But there are also many opponents about AI in general. Most of the time, their opinion is cast by news stories, such as a self-driving car is crashed, or robots will take over factory jobs. Or even worse, AI will take over the whole world. But what about the proponents? One of our AI engineers uses ChatGPT daily to gain inspiration for his coding challenges. And yes, there are also some proponents about AI in general. Only, most of the time, those people are working in the IT sector, meaning they have a greater understanding about AI. So knowledge about AI, that is what we need in our society. Only then we can form a fair opinion about AI. That is important. My name is Laura van der Hart, and I am the team manager of Epoch 3, and I will also be your host tonight. Epoch is a group of students who stopped their study to focus completely on Epoch. Within Epoch, our core business is participating in international AI competitions. Competitions which ask for the most complex, innovative, and best working AI algorithms in a great range of industries. Important is, we do not only compete against students. We compete against professors, industry professionals, and the best AI companies in the world. We battle in the most competitive area of AI at the very highest level. Today, during this presentation, we will answer the following question for you. How do we become from 3 friends with the same vision on AI to a professional student team to actually being able to buy our first own supercomputers? Epoch have existed for almost 3 years. Those past years have influenced how we, as Epoch 3, are performing right now. The past years give us the fundamentals, and each year, each team will build up on those fundamentals to become an amazing Epoch skyscraper, reaching for the top in the world of AI. How we, as Epoch 3, but also the past teams, built that skyscraper, we will tell you later this evening. But first, what are we actually reaching for? What does the top of our Epoch skyscraper looks like? Or in other words, let's start this evening with the future. Our long-term goal is to have a positive impact on the world with AI, showing all fields such as engineering, biology, education, healthcare, and many more that AI can work with them instead of against them. So no teachers prohibit students from using ChatGPT, but actually supports them to use it in the right way. That is how our future will look like. That is what the top of our Epoch skyscraper will look like. But now, let's get back to the past. Let's start with the 3 friends with the same vision on AI. Let's start with the foundation of our Epoch skyscraper. Therefore, I would like to invite the 3 founders of Epoch on stage.
So, why are we standing here tonight? Why are we all together here in this hall? Well, we are the founders of Epoch, and we are here to tell you about why we started the team. So 3 years ago, I got a call with the question if I wanted to help build an AI student team. If I wanted to build a community of people, of students, that would put AI on the map of the TU Delft and all the students of it. And the person who called me is now standing here, right next to me. And you know, if there's one thing that he's really good at, it is not giving you the opportunity to say no. So just a week later, we had our first meeting, our first official Epoch meeting at a bar. It was just the 3 of us, a wild idea, and yes, of course, the classic beer mat to ride on. So you might wonder, why did we come together to invest our time in this initiative? Well, there's actually a pretty simple answer to that. Behind Epoch is a very strong feeling of purpose. We believe that intelligence, and in specific artificial intelligence, is not just a domain for the few. Instead, it is a shared human potential that is about to get unleashed. And we at Epoch, it is our core purpose to empower the next generation of AI innovators to really unlock this potential, to advance our human knowledge, and to make it more understandable and accessible than ever before. That is our aim. That is why we started the team. We wanted to build a podium for those individuals that are willing to push our collective understanding of AI to the next level. So just a week later, we finished our logo, we built our website, and we figured out the first way to communicate what we were about to unleash, Team Epoch. But we soon realized that, of course, we couldn't do it with just the 3 of us. We needed more people that believed in our mission and that wanted to join our team. And I think I know somebody who can tell you more about that. Am I right?
Yes, absolutely. Because 3 years ago, when the pandemic hit, I was suddenly stuck at home with nothing to do. So I called up my good friend Sietse, who's a programmer, and I asked him to do some programming challenges together with me. And we competed in some challenges up until the summer with varying degrees of results. And soon the idea came up of, wait, why don't we ask other people to join our team? And the first thing we did, obviously, was decide on a team name. Epoch literally means iterations. It is futuristic, AI-related, and it sounds like a dream team, right? We wanted to give other people the experience of what it's like to compete in real AI competitions against real data scientists all over the world. Because we knew from first-hand experience that this is the most efficient way to learn how we actually use AI in our day-to-day lives. So we got our first team members added to the team, and we started our first competition. And we soon realized that we needed a well-organized team, more resources, and a lot more knowledge.
And that is when we started building the foundation of the Epoch skyscraper. We reached out to a lot of organizations who recognized our mission and who supplied us with the resources that we needed. But there was one thing still missing. Where were we going to work? Because at the time, we were actually working here, our very first little office. And on the upside, it had electricity, but on the downside, it was completely frozen from November till March. And that is where our Dream Team adventures began. We wanted to be an official TU Delft Dream Team. And after a pitch, a lot of documents, and many, many hours of conversation, at the end of our first Epoch year, we were admitted into the Dream Hall of the TU Delft. Our potential was recognized, and we were a very new Dream Team. Now, let me introduce you to someone who knows a thing or two about building new dream teams. Here is Liam, the team manager of Epoch 2.
Epoch was born. Epoch's potential was recognized. Epoch got accepted into the Dream Hall. So, let's make all our dreams come true, right? Well, I'm here to tell you that it actually wasn't quite that easy. Our journey as a dream team was filled with challenges and obstacles. My name is Liam Punsley. I'm the chairman and founder of Foundation Epoch, and had the honor of being team manager of Epoch 2, the first ever dream team of Epoch. But why would I tell you about my year, you might ask? Well, when we as Epoch 2 started building on the skyscraper, it looked impressively big, but rather empty in some places. Don't get me wrong, having a strong foundation is important, but without the basics there, such as stairs or doors, it won't even be able to enter the building. So future teams won't even be able to enter the skyscraper, let alone start building their own amazing floors. Or translated to Epoch, the doors were like processes. We needed one on how to win a competition, how to work together as a team, and many more. Or in short, by becoming a dream team, you don't automatically are one. So, what was our starting point? Epoch 2 started with 26 team members, of which all were part-time except for me. There was no bank account yet, but also no funding, and to the outside world, legally, Epoch didn't exist yet. And a blueprint on how to continue to build to the top of the world in AI was also missing. However, what we did have was a very clear mission: to improve the world, to positively impact the world with artificial intelligence. And we knew what our core business was, namely competing in international state-of-the-art AI competitions. The direction of the skyscraper was obvious. So as a team, we straightened our back and went to work. But what was the first thing that we needed to work on? Becoming a legal entity. Without that, we would still be just a group of friends with a great idea doing competitions, but just a group of friends. So on December 1st, 2021, Foundation Epoch was born. And with this, we got registered into the Chamber of Commerce, which made it possible for us to open up a bank account and install a board and supervisory board. As Epoch 2 continued to build on our skyscraper, we realized we needed to make more changes to ensure future success. This resulted in transitioning from a mostly part-time team to a more full-time team, as well as scaling down from doing 4 competitions at the same time to doing 1 competition within 1 engineering department. Recruiting the right people and investing in the continuation of Epoch's knowledge were also key factors, as well as expanding our management department to strengthen leadership. These were the stairs that we built to make it possible for Epoch 3 to start at a higher starting point. And with these basics built, a more fitting recruitment, work processes, and a foundation, we made it possible for future teams to continue a story to the top of the world in AI and start building their own amazing floors in the skyscraper. Speaking of journeys, Epoch 2 here ends, and Epoch 3 begins, led by our team manager Laura, who will take you to the next couple amazing floors built by Epoch 3.
Epoch 3, the team where this presentation is all about. A multidisciplinary team consisting of 10 students from 8 different study backgrounds and 5 nationalities. 10 students who stopped their study to positively impact the world with AI. Using AI to further the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. That is the goal of Epoch 3. Sustainable Development Goals are 17 different goals, from better education to better healthcare to better life on land. All made by the United Nations. Other countries in the world decided together that these are the fields which need to change to become a better and more sustainable world. They are the blueprint to achieve a more sustainable future. But how are we actually going to use AI to further those goals? And how does that relate to our core business? International AI competitions. To answer those questions, I would like to invite 2 of our AI engineers, Adrian and Lars, on stage.
So, at Team Epoch, we are passionate about using AI to make a positive impact on the world. And we do this by competing in AI competitions. Now, these competitions provide us with a unique opportunity to develop cutting-edge algorithms that can help address some of the world's most pressing challenges. Now, as mentioned before, our competition selection is guided by the UN Sustainable Development Goals. So, by focusing on competitions that align with these goals, we ensure that our efforts are directed towards issues that have the potential to make a real difference in people's lives. Now, this approach also helps us filter out competitions that do not meet our standards of social or environmental responsibility. Think of an algorithm that predicts which horse is going to win a race, or an algorithm that influences consumers to buy more products. Very good algorithms, but not exactly good for all mankind. So, by participating in competitions that do align with our mission, we have tackled a wide variety of problems, going from detecting toxic comments on Wikipedia to analyzing sports footage for early signs of injury. Now, in each case, we have leveraged the power of AI to create a model that can have a positive impact on society. My name is Adrian.
And my name is Lars, and we are 2 of the AI engineers at Team Epoch. Tonight, we're here to tell you what we've been working on this year regarding our core business, AI competitions. The first competition we participated in this year was the CityLearn Challenge. This competition caught our attention during a period of widespread energy crisis in Europe, as the electricity costs were skyrocketing. This competition caught our attention because we had the real potential to help alleviate this critical issue. Our task was such: we needed to create an algorithm that would work together with a smart home battery to manage the electricity consumption of a household efficiently. If done correctly, we could lower the electricity costs paid for by that household and also lower the impact this household has on the electric grid. Now, the impact of this efficient electricity usage goes beyond economic values. For instance, think of that every time we power on an electronic device, we inadvertently make use of non-renewable energy sources such as gas or coal. If we efficiently use our available electricity, we can cut off our reliance on these non-renewable energy sources, thereby helping avoid the worsening of climate change. Through the use of our algorithms and these smart home batteries, we can reduce the costs of electricity, help alleviate strain on the electric grid, and reduce carbon emissions.
So, you may wonder, how does such a smart battery work in practice? Well, each hour, the battery will decide whether to charge or discharge a certain amount of electricity. These decisions are influenced by a number of variables, like the weather, the carbon impact of electricity, the electricity prices, and a number of other factors. Now, all of these data is analyzed by our algorithm, which then determines the best decision at that time. So, for instance, if the algorithm notices that the solar panels are generating a lot of energy, it is likely to charge up the battery as much as it can, as not to waste any clean electricity. Or another example may be, if the algorithm notices that the prices are suddenly higher than usual, it will likely delay charging until the prices are more favorable. So, charging in times of cheap or renewable energy, or discharging in times of expensive or non-renewable energy seem like obvious decisions. However, making optimal decisions requires considering a more extended period of time instead of just the immediate present. So, for instance, imagine a scenario where the battery is charged and there's a sudden increase of demand from household appliances. Now, it might seem tempting to immediately discharge the battery as to save on electricity costs. But what if the price increase later on and the battery is empty and there's still a lot of demand? Then the decision might prove to be detrimental. So, to prevent such a scenario, our algorithm needs to predict the future data accurately and decide accordingly. Relying solely on current variables is inadequate to make optimal decisions, as it ignores the impact of future variables like consumer patterns and electricity costs.
It is this need to know the future that played a key role in the development of our algorithms. We leveraged the use of forecaster models. Forecasters learn from historic data, in this case consumption values for a household, to determine underlying patterns and habits. As the forecaster analyzes and observes more data, the accuracy of its predictions increases, allowing the algorithm to make better decisions in the future. Here we see in red the consumption values of a real house, and in blue the predicted values by our algorithm. Over time, these lines will converge, allowing the algorithm to make better, more informed decisions. It is through the use of these forecaster models that Team Epoch managed to place 9th out of almost 100 contestants in the CityLearn Challenge. While this was an achievement to be proud of, it did indicate to us that we still had room to grow and further develop ourselves.
So, for our second competition, we turned our attention to the crucial task of protecting the world and feeding the planet. By accurately measuring above-ground biomass, which is living vegetation, we can gain a deeper understanding of the health and well-being of our planet's forests and other ecosystems. Now, this is vital information for identifying areas at risk of degradation or deforestation, allowing us to take action on time and protect them. Now, by doing so, we can help mitigate the effects of climate change, we can protect biodiversity, and we can ensure a healthier planet for generations to come. So, beyond the benefits for the environment, above-ground biomass is also crucial for global food security. By measuring crop biomass, researchers can better understand crop growth patterns. They can identify areas at risk for crop failure, and they can develop new strategies to improve crop yields. Now, this is especially important in developing countries where food insecurity is a major concern. So, the current method for measuring biomass entails the usage of LiDAR sensors. These sensors utilize pulsed laser lights to accurately measure the biomass. However, they have a significant drawback, as they necessitate the deployment of aircraft or drones to survey the area. Now, this becomes impractical if the area is of considerable size or needs to be frequently monitored. Constant air traffic will quickly outweigh any benefits gained from the information. Therefore, the need for a more accurate and a more sustainable solution has become increasingly urgent.
Enter the Biomasters competition. This novel challenge allowed participants to calculate how much biomass was located in a patch of forest using satellite imagery. For each patch, an area spanning 2.5 square kilometers, participants were given 180 satellite images and 1 LiDAR image. These 180 satellite images were used to guide the training process of our algorithms, and the LiDAR image was used to determine whether or not the algorithm was doing a good job. So, using 180 images to create one biomass map is a challenging task. For instance, we encountered corrupted images and missing images. Furthermore, sometimes images may contain obscuring artifacts such as clouds or snow, making it impossible to determine how much biomass an area contained. For this reason, we needed our algorithm to learn when an image contained useful information and when it needed to be filtered away from the dataset. After doing this filtering, we can aggregate the information in the pictures together to create a map of the biomass, seen here. In black, we have pixels that indicate an area that contains no biomass or very little biomass. And going up through gray to white, we have pixels that indicate a varying and increasing degree of biomass. Now, to do this aggregation, we made use of 2 computer science techniques. The first of these is image segmentation, and the second is image transformers. Image segmentation is all about splitting an image into separate parts based on certain factors, like texture, or color, or shape. In our case, we wanted to assign a label to different parts of an image depending on how much biomass our models estimated each part of that image to contain. Seen here, the image is split into 3 parts containing high, medium, and low levels of biomass. The second technique we used is image transformers. Image transformers are a new technique that think a little bit like humans do. They've gained a lot of popularity recently because they're highly efficient in what they do. They're good at finding regions of a picture that contain things of interest. If we say that we are interested in regions with biomass, the transformer will start to learn and look for these things, as you can see here. Once these regions of interest have been identified, we can isolate them and then aggregate their information into a biomass map. Now, to top it all off, we made use of a technique called model ensembling, where we combined both image segmentation and image transformers together in a way that lets us benefit from their strengths whilst mitigating their weaknesses. At the close of the Biomasters competition, Team Epoch placed 21st out of almost 1,000 participants.
We hope that we've shown that when used correctly, AI has enormous potential for growth and sustainability. As the information available to us increases, so does the need to process and learn from it. By leveraging AI, we can create tools that can help us make faster, more informed decisions without being overwhelmed by a torrent of information. Now, as an organization spearheading the usage of AI, we must make sure that AI remains accessible and understandable for everyone. Responsible for this important task within Epoch is our operations department. Therefore, I would like to welcome Luc and Thomas to the stage.
Hi, I'm Thomas. To build the Epoch skyscraper, you need materials, people, or construction workers, and investors. The construction workers we already have. Those are the Epoch members. And the materials, those are people. And those people, maybe like yourself, have been asking us, what does AI exactly mean? It's quite of a vague term, and it's something we have to work out every time. That's why we have a dedicated team within Epoch that focuses on telling people what amazing work we do. And to put it simply, we make the world see that we use AIs to improve this world. Now let's say we want to share our work with the world. We can publish it in a newspaper. It's not really an easy read if you see this. I mean, raise your hands if you do find it easy. Right. Oh, one. Most don't. Most people just see a bunch of brackets and letters, and it doesn't mean anything. And that's why we have this challenge within Epoch to show people why it is interesting and also why these letters make a difference. Now, besides that, we've also been focusing on our knowledge in and not just out. We've been creating a network with PhDers, alumni, partners, to make us better and perform the best we can. Those people do understand that gibberish that was on the screen before. But yeah, let's get back to this skyscraper. You need investors to build this skyscraper. Without investors, we wouldn't be here at all. And there is one person who makes it all possible, who makes every member do their utmost best. And that's, of course, our partnerships manager, Luc.
Yeah, my name is Luc, and I make sure the team has all the resources Epoch needs. In other words, getting all the materials necessary for the skyscraper. These resources are available through our partners. They are our investors and suppliers. Your commitment to our cause has helped us to reach our goals and to get the best results possible. Your contributions have enabled us to continue to work, to reach more people, and to improve. From a coffee machine to being present at big events, and even this year being able to buy our first own supercomputers. Your support has not only helped us to achieve our goals, but has also lifted up our spirits and has given us the motivation to continue to work for the coming years. As we look towards the future, we are excited about the possibilities that lie ahead, and we firmly believe that these partnerships will continue to be a catalyst for change and progress. Once again, dear partners and everyone who supported Team Epoch, thank you for your generosity and your belief in our cause. Our door is always open, and we look forward to continuing these partnerships and making a positive impact on the world together for the years to come. Thank you.
It all started with 3 friends with the same vision on AI. They decided to start a student team. Epoch 1 and Epoch 2 built the foundation and the basics of our Epoch skyscraper. Epoch 3 built a huge amount of floors on the skyscraper, all to once reach our highest level. Our ultimate goal: have a positive impact on the world with AI. Using AI to further the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. That is the goal of Epoch 3. Finally, a big thanks to our partners, family, friends, alumni, board, and supervisory board. Thank you for your support. But most of all, a big thanks to the team. Thanks to Epoch 3. Epoch, a period of time during which important events happen.
In artificial intelligence, an epoch is a unit of time.
A synonym for iteration.
Each iteration, our AI learns.
Each competition, we develop.
Each epoch, we grow.
Iterations make our team stronger.
As we learn from experience.
From alumni, faculty, and professionals.
This team of students
who dropped everything
to pursue their passion
and make an impact with AI.
We are colleagues.
We are friends.
We are a team.
We grow.
Birth.
Play.
Laugh.
Support.
Build.
Deliver.
We make impact.
We are Epoch 3. Everybody, thank you for being here. Thank you for joining our presentation. For now, I would like to invite the whole team on stage for a big applause. Everybody, right outside this hall, drinks are waiting for you. We will look forward to talking to you at the drinks, so we see you there. Thank you. Echt? Daar komt nog een keer.